Hello, welcome. Welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden on this bright afternoon. Thank you so much for stopping by. AG Born Jamaican, thank you. Thank you for coming. Welcome. And as you can see from today's thumbnail, today's the day that we're going to finally harvest this bed of potatoes. Hopefully, there are potatoes down there because I've been saying before, you'll never know. When you plant tubers, sometimes you get nothing. And even though these slips came up from our previous harvests, it came up very healthy and flush. So hopefully there are sweet potatoes down there, but I can't guarantee that. Can't guarantee because I'm not seeing any coming up above ground. And this has been going on for 6 months now. So if there are going to be any potatoes, there will be today. If not, then that's how it is. So thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. How is everyone doing today? Stay with me and see what, if anything, we'll get from this bed. And if nothing comes up out of it, then we can use the bed for something else. Yeah. Now, if there are potatoes down there, then I don't expect we'll be able to get all of the bed tonight before nightfall. So we'll just do what we can. Let me show you the rest of the bed. That's it. So hopefully, my hope is that we'll get some sweet potatoes. That's what I want. Sweet potatoes. So I'll start in a little bit when some more people come on. Because I started early. My intention was to start at 4:15, but the sun sets early in the evenings. So I'm trying to see how much I could get done today. So my husband took off half of those that you see over there, side of the bed for me, so that I'll be able to get in here. Thank you so much for coming, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you stay with me and let's see if we can gather some sweet potatoes if there's any under there. Don't know. Sometimes you get sweet potatoes, sometimes you don't get it. So just because the bed may look flush, fluffy, and green and looking very healthy, doesn't mean that there's much of anything underneath it. Yeah, it's what's growing underneath that matters. I hope you're having a good day so far. Right now it's almost at 4:15. Yes, it's about 4:15 p.m. So I'm hoping that there's something in here worth speaking about. Yeah. Oh, let me get my mask on. Because with all this dirt, you don't want that in your lungs. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please remember. Yeah. How do you enjoy your sweet potatoes? There are many ways to prepare them. How do you prepare yours? All right. Let's see if anything is under here. Well, the soil is rich, I can tell you that. I see movements of the soil. Okay, I think I'm seeing something under here. Well, first one's not looking too bad. Small, but hey, still something, isn't it? So you can see. Make sure you can see clearly. Joshua, thank you for coming. Welcome. Yeah, trying to see if there's any super tender here. Looking for vines. Hey, here's one. Well, it looks like we're ending up with small pieces today. You never know. Keep digging. Wherever I find vines like this, that's where you start digging for potatoes. Just see that. Keep digging, my dear. See lots of vines. But that's sometimes it's at the very end that you find potatoes. How are you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're doing well. You see the live organisms in here? Soil is rich. So it's not the soil. If there's no sweet potatoes, it wouldn't be the soil. It wouldn't be a result of the soil. Maybe just not enough rain, because I remember at one point we weren't getting any rain. Could be not enough water. You know, all kinds of environmental factors will give you crops or no crops. I'm going on the other side over here, see. Hey, here's one. A little bit bigger than the first one. There's hope. Have hope. I'm telling you, the soil is very, very rich. It's amazingly rich. I know it was going to be rich because we did fortify the soil with a lot of stuff like food crops, food kitchen scraps, and chicken manure. So if you have good eyes, you can see. This one is no good. Oh, I see one up here. Nothing to bake it. Just maybe to put in soup. You know, small potatoes like those go into soup. You can go over there. Go join your friends over there. This soil is going to be used for something else. It's very rich. I think I'm feeling something. See something here. Could be vines. It could be a vine. And I think that's what it is. A vine stretching from somewhere. It is very tight. Oh, I wonder where it starts. Wow, it's all the way down here too. This vine could stretch all the way. Wow, wow. No, this is amazing. All right, let's dig for more. Welcome if you're just coming in. Welcome. Welcome to the digging of the sweet potato bed. Hoping that we find some sweet potatoes. Yo, sometimes you get some, sometimes you don't. Yeah. I was saying maybe I won't be able to dig in all of the bed tonight, but I may just be wrong because it looks like I could go back some more. Oops, here's one. Oh, let me fix you so you can see better. Let's go back. Dan, hello, hello. Nico, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your thumbs up. So I'm digging in the sweet potato bed here, hoping that we will get some sweet potatoes. Here's one I just found. They're small right now. But that's how it is with tubers. You never know. You may get something or not. So I'm going to keep digging. Yeah. I need to put, I think it's better this way. Yeah. Okay. Do you see how the bed is, how rich the bed is? Do you see what I'm seeing? Yeah. We're going to fortify, we're going to just add some soil in there and plant something else in this bed. It's really, really rich. Now when I'm finished, I have a large shovel to get deeper. See all kinds of stuff. Look at that. I mean, they were making some good soil down there. Okay, I see vines here. So hopefully there's something here. Come on. See, you want to hide, but hey, I need to get under here. looked like we were growing other things other than sweet potatoes. We were growing earthworms. Let's see. Something might be here. I see lots of vines, but the sweet potatoes, if they're down here, must be very, very deep. I can feel one right here. Ah, not much of anything. Look like we'll be making soups. Okay. Welcome, welcome if you're just coming in. Thank you for coming. Go ahead and leave your thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, just go ahead and subscribe. You see what I see? I think I'm gonna go for the big shovel, but let me get the surface first. Now, usually, when I pull up the vines, you should see some hanging off, but that's not the case. That's not the case at all. All right, think I can use a big shovel. I don't think I'm going to be damaging much of anything. I see that big vine that I saw earlier. Let me get a stronger shovel. That vine is long. We need to see where it is going. That's a long vine. Wow. Now it broke. I think something is right here. See lots of vines, but no potatoes yet. This is one of those vines. Where are you stretching from? It's very big. Look, and nothing at the end of it. Yes. That I'm seeing here. That's part of that vine still hanging on there. Man, this is gold. This soil. Wow. This is gold. There's another vine, I think. It's another vine. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to find some potatoes. This is all I've gotten so far. But I have to go deeper into the soil up at this end. This is soil. That man, I could sell this. Do you see what's jumping around in there? See all these vines? It's gonna end up in the compost bin or the mulch bed. Hey, here's a potato. Here's one. You could also replant some of these slits. Oh, here's one and looks big too. This is what you should see. Ideally, when I move the vines, you should see potatoes hanging off like this. You could tell that it's past time for them to be harvested because they're growing. Things are growing out of them. So environmental factors could be the reason why we don't have any. Mostly, I think it's the lack of rain that we were getting at one point. I wish I had somebody nearby who could use the soil, could share the soil, because it is. You see the stuff that's jumping around? Anybody see them? Yep. Yeah, plant two birds in them. You win some and some. You just never know what's going to be under there. But doesn't mean you're going to give up though. You try again, you plant again. And this time we're planting, it'll be in a different. Let's move all of this. Make sure I go deep enough. And no matter how much you try to harvest, there's going to be some that is left in the bed. And this is how these slips grew. They grew out of the previous harvest, out of what was left in the bed. And they grew so fast, we didn't have time to plant them somewhere else. But that's how it is. Sometimes you get something. And all I have is to put in some soup. Yeah. This is going to be going into a pot of soup. Don't leave, folks, because I'm going to show you the fruits and vegetables that are growing in the garden. So if you like to see what's going on in the rest of the garden, just stay right here. And I need to also do some harvesting, but of other things like greens, but I'm not sure I'm going to do that today. Well, some fishermen would love some of these things that's popping up in here right now. Mm-hmm. Real stuff wiggling in here. Oh, is this one of them? Is this a sweet potato right here? Or is that vine again? Let's see. You guys can see. Hold on. It's another vine. Or it could be part of the same vine. It was growing so deep. Same vine. Let's see. It's either sweet potato or a vine right here. That's a little thing. Folks, so this is where I'm going to stop with this. So let me take you around the garden. Yeah. But I need to put these where they belong first. I can't leave them here tonight. Because you know we have critters like raccoons that come in. So I'm going to show you where I'm taking these. All right. So we're going over here. The mulch bed. Then when I'm finished, I'll come back for a second set and then I'll show you the rest of the garden. Moment. All right, I'm going over there in that corner. Oh. I see habanero peppers that need to be harvested. I'll bring you back over here Let me get the second set of vines. All right, I hope you're still here so you can see what's going on in the garden. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Okay, let's start right here. This is a ackee tree, and the ackee has some very late fruits. Yeah, the season is over, but these decide to come. There's quite a few up there, maybe a dozen. Yeah. Have you ever had akis before? And here's some of our latest papaya bearing fruits. This one as well. 2 days ago, I harvested about 16 papayas from the trees. Some from this one and this one. We gave them away. This is a hog plum tree. It is getting ready to, the leaves are getting ready to fall so that it can start blossoming and then bearing fruits. That's how it works. And there's a habanero. I see two of them there. It's ready to be harvested. There are other green ones on it. But these are looking beautiful. Now I see more papayas over here that are also ready. Hopefully we can get to them tomorrow. Not today. We need to get to them before the birds do. What do you think? Yeah, there's quite a few here that needs to come down. Wow. We'll do that tomorrow. And I need to trim the tree as well. I need to get rid of these decayed leaves. And here is another tree. The fruits are way up high now. We've been harvesting from this tree all year round, from January, all year. And then we planted some young ones. These were planted 2 days ago. So there's always papayas in the garden. This is a dwarf East Indian mango tree. One of my favorites. I think it's my favorite mango. And here is a bunch of bananas. One of several in the garden. See? Got a hand up here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, see, 8 hands. And down here we have our pineapple bed. One of the pineapple beds. I keep forgetting to show you these over here. There's another 2 pineapple beds are over here. And we also have some callaloo or amaranth growing in there. Pineapples. Some of them are in containers. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Remember your thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Here's a papaya that's growing in a container. Blossoms are there, so it should soon start putting out fruits. Here's another one in the ground. It's also putting out fruits. I mean, not fruits, blossoms. These are blossoms. Oops. Well, that was a weak one. Fell off. And here is our dwarf avocado tree. And from this tree, we have harvested 3 large avocados. Looking to see if there's any evidence of some that's about to start. And this is the Simmons variety. And one of our coconut trees bearing lots of fruits. If you like what you see, go ahead and give your thumbs up and subscribe. And this is yellow yam in these 2 containers right here. See how the leaves are nice and shiny and pretty, fluffy? It looks like that, but you never know. So nothing may be in down there, just like we just saw with the potatoes. That's how tubers, anything that grows underground, you don't know what's going on down there. And here we have another bunch of bananas between these 2 trees here. Let me see if I can capture it. Here we have some more banana trees or plants. They're called banana plants. More plants. And a dwarf Julie mango tree. And a nice bunch of bananas. Another one. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back here. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hands. So each of these, each of these are called hands. You know, they're separated. Each of these are hands. One is a finger, and the whole thing is a bunch. Then we have some sugar cane that we planted in this box so that we can transfer it to somewhere else in the garden. And it looks like they're about ready. This is our star apple tree, one of my favorite fruits from the custard apple family. And I need to work in this and weed out this pineapple container section. And here is another coconut tree. It's bearing fruits for the first time. The last time some fruits came up, but then the wind blew them off before they would mature. So it blew them off and it looked like this right here. That's what happened. But then more grew here. So this time, looks like for sure we will be having some coconuts, coconut water. Mhm. Now, this is a plantain plant. This is sweet sop, also known as sugar apple. And over here we have, there's a small bunch of plantains on this one. We planted these papaya seedlings 2 days ago as well. This is a cherry tree, the Barbados cherry, it is known as. And here's one of my favorites, Nesberry, also known as sapodea. It is loaded. Look at the bottom, even on the ground. The branches grow on the ground, and on top of the branches are fruits. Fruits from top to bottom. Oh, I need to show you this bed. Here's a bed of broccoli. We have kale, and we also have some mustard greens in there. And the broccoli, I see two of them coming up. Let me open up this so you can see inside. Oh, look at this lovely thing. It's really growing. Look at that. There's two of them in there. Open the other side here. I'll tell you what, I just lifted up. Oh yeah. There it is. The broccoli. And down between them, down these very green things you're looking at, these are mustard greens. Oh, and the kale, and they're ready to be harvested too. They're down here. I harvested, well, I cooked some yesterday. We had kale for dinner yesterday. Let's fix this back. We don't want the critters to get in. Oh, I forgot to show you this section with there's a tree, papaya tree decided to grow inside of the where we have our June plum. And as you can see, the June plum crop is over. Usually, but what will happen now is you'll start growing but I'm suspicious of what's going on with this tree right here. Not too happy with what I'm seeing, but I'm just going to pray and hope that it is not all lost. This is a bed of pineapples, and in between them we have okra plants. Here's some blossoms coming up. Yep. Yesterday I treated it with neem oil because I noticed something was eating the leaves. It's looking good today. I have to check and make sure that it's in good condition. Yeah. And here we have the tomatoes. I harvested one of the tomatoes earlier, but this. Mhm. And down here are some seedlings of callaloo. I planted some seeds about 5 days ago. And this is another set of tomatoes. These are the cherry tomatoes. This is a small one here. I harvested about 5 of them yesterday, and I used them for dinner. These have some nice blossoms here too. Checking to see if there's any okra to be harvested. I see one, but I think we can wait till tomorrow. More tomatoes. And in between, we have some mini bell peppers. It's the green and white ones. Let me see if there's one there. I can show you what it looks like. You see how the plant is green and white, and so is the pepper itself. If I touch it, it may come off. Let's see. It's hard to see here. There it is. But when it changes color, changes to red, the whole thing gets red. And there's more okra. Let's see one there. More mini bell peppers, green and white. And these are Scotch bonnets. These two right here. Oh, I need to be looking to see if there's bell pepper, not string beans here to be harvested. I harvested the day before yesterday. I harvested yesterday. There could be some today. Oops, there's one right here. Usually when you start harvesting bell peppers, you need to check every day. That's what we had for dinner yesterday too. Most of what came from the garden, most of what we had for dinner yesterday came from the garden. Let's see. We go on the other side. And next to it are some Swiss chards. Some of them are ready to be harvested. Swiss chard. You may ask me what they taste like. To me, it tastes like spinach. And they are very easy to prepare. I think Swiss chard is the easiest greens to prepare because you don't need to saute it for more than 10 minutes. They're very tender. So I'm covering up this with them because, of the pests that I've been talking about. Especially at nights, we have raccoons and stray cats. There's another coconut tree here, but these young coconuts blew off. One day we had heavy winds, and this one took the brunt of the winds and they fell off. I see a few still trying to hang on. Here we have more papayas. Oops, I'm walking into right into there's always spider webs. There's one right here you can't see. I'm going around. And this bed is a bed of, oh, I need to check this side of the string beans to see if there's any. If you leave them too long, they will get tough. You can't eat them because they're not going to cook. They're just tough. And just when you think you're finished, there's always some. Just a handful. Oh, no, not. Look at this. There's two more here. So we got this much. This bed, a bed of brassicas, includes collard greens. Oh, I need to harvest here too. There are some celery, some long stalks over here that needs to be harvested. And we also have lettuce that I think is on the last of the bearing. Yeah, you see, start seeding. These I'm gonna look at that, growing all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna, yeah, this weed is growing right next to it so that it looks just like the plant itself. That's what weeds do. They mimic the plants around them. Yeah. So I really need to come in here tomorrow and harvest. All right, over here is our guava tree. Now, young guavas on it. Thank you, Joan Kennedy. You like a lot. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. And I see quite a few fruits, young fruits here. When this tree bears fruit, it bears a lot. There's a lot of fruit when it does. And this is the other side of the Nesberry, or sapodilla, as you know. Some of you may know it as, because it has both fruits on it. It's a grafted fruits, so it has both sapodilla and Nesberries on it. The sapodilla are the elongated one, the long ones. And the Nesberry are the round ones like these. Oh, look at this. Check this one. Let me see if you can see it. This one, Nesberry. And the sapodillas are long. No, yeah, the sapodillas are long. Yeah. But it has a lot of fruits. Hello, Marie, Farming on the Rocks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, check out Marie's channel. She has a, as it says, Farming on the Rocks. She farms in containers. She grows everything in containers. Yeah, check her out. You'll be pleased and amazed. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming. And here are another set of plantains. These haven't started flowering yet, but it won't be long. Won't be long. You saying I thought they were one and the same? Oh, no, my dear. Sapodilla is the elongated ones, long ones, and the raspberry is the ones that we know. Yeah. So these are more plantains. We only have one. I think I showed you earlier. One plantain that is bearing right now, a small one. Here's another set of papaya. Papayas are always here. Always, always. Because you can see we plant them ever so often. Here's another bunch of bananas. And this is the other side of that raspberry slash sapodilla tree. Another small banana. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bunches. Yeah, or 6. And this is that small plantain I was telling you about. Doesn't matter if it's small, it's still plantains. We are still happy for them. Yeah. Hmm. And this is another plantain right here, a young one. Yeah. And so that's the extent of the garden. Waiting for these coconuts to just start so I can get some coconut water and jelly to eat. Yeah, these look how nice and big bunch. At least 17 on this one. This is another bunch. Yeah. So I'm curious to see what's going on under here with this yellow yam. I hope we get something and it's not as disappointing as the sweet potatoes are. But that's how it is in the garden. You win some and you lose some. So, folks, I truly appreciate you spending an hour with me here in the garden. I really need to pick these, I wouldn't want to come tomorrow and the birds start chewing on them. Uh, Start pecking them. I mean, but maybe tomorrow, we'll get them tomorrow. Yes. So thank you so much for your time here with me. I think I can reach this one. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed. I appreciate it. There you go. Thank you for your support. And I hope you'll come back again. Come back next time. You'll see what's going on right here in the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. And remember, be kind to yourself so you can be kind to others. And check up on someone who you have not spoken to or seen in a long time. Give them a call or a text. And see you next time right here in the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden.